Nice. Oh, a door. A massive stone door blocks the entrance. There's no knobs, buttons, or other signs as to how to unlock it. However, a thick patch of moss has been trapped off the door's hinge, hinting that it's been opened recently, huh? That's for the way to unlock the door. You can't find any physical mechanism. It seems that the door must be opened through some magical means. Try to force the door open, you barely scratch the door. You might as well have tried forcing your way through the rock face around it. Use detect magic. The door radiates a faint transmutation aura. I guess it's story locked, huh? Alright. Not allowed to go in there yet, I fear. Oh boy, 3 ways. Let's aim for the top side. Okay, rune tower. Okay, the ruins of the tower loomed over the surrounding plains, like a tombstone so old that time had worn away the epitaph, as well as the language it had been written in. Each crumbling step of the giant stairway was as tall as a grown man's chest. The huge portal where the door once stood was wide enough for our entire party to walk abreast through. We decided to climb the tower. Miri got this. It was hard to imagine how tall the building must have been before crumbling under its own weight. It's impossible that even the owners would have towered above us, had they still been around. Even so, by using the cracks and pits in the stone wall, an experienced climber would likely be able to scale the tower. Amiri spat on her hands and swiftly climbed up to one of the high ledges that remained on the second floor. There the walls had a turret even further. They were covered with engraving, barely visible symbols of some ancient language. After catching her breath, we decided to try to read the inscription. Oh, awesome. After removing the moss from some symbols engraved into the stone, Amiri studied them carefully. Mary eventually managed to determine that the large symbol must have been written in an ancient Cyclopean language. How does she know that? Amiri of all people! Time had ravaged the symbols, leaving them largely illegible, but she was able to make out a single word, Wodakai. Committing the word to memory, Amiri decided to climb further. Climbing higher was no easy task. Amiri's fingers slipped on wet moss, and the rocks crumbled beneath her feet. But atop a shelf on the opposite wall, a large black raven watched Amiri's ascent intently. You son of a bitch. Clinging to the signs that were carved into the wall, Amiri slowly began moving upwards. At last, she reached the top. An uneven step was all that was left of the spire that once must have reached to the lower clothes. Alas, there was no treasure to be found there, unless you are willing to count the magnificent view of the surrounding area. A fire flickered in the distance. Someone had set up camp there. Finding out she had seen enough, Amiri carefully descended. With that, we decided to turn away and leave. We walked away, leaving the stone colossus to its eternal slumber. Okay. This sounds like a place I should not be going yet. Like it's still glowing and it doesn't show me anything underneath it that I have visited before. I assume I have to continue the main quest for this place to be relevant. We found the rave at least, so that's a hint. This guy is following us, watching us. It looks like the horse fell while trying to climb the rock. Must have been terrified to attempt such a thing. Oh boy. Doesn't sound good. Wait, why is a mirror to the front? Oh, it was like that. Okay. Holds. Satchel. A mirror running head on forward. Deep forwards mark the grass in the areas. If a huge plow had been put to work here. It's like a massive animal. Just... That's a crow? Oh. It's a rat. What is that? An armadillo? Ancient bullet. Ancient bill. I suppose the thing is strong, so... Let's test the water with some spells.
I'll cut you.
And he's dead.
Look at me, Gorum!
And he's dead.
The weak suffer. I endure.
Not exactly strong, it's just...
Oh, you survive. I always survive.
He just caught my mage. And she died. I hate this mechanic. I hate it. Stop it. Alright. This time...
I've completed my task.
There's a deep hole in the ground made recently. At the bottom you can see a pile of bloody rags that look like the remnants of some barbarian claws. Are you pulling up?
Step, step, step.
The barbarian seems to have died from a massive blood loss. However, wounds cover his body, though his hand is still clutching a knife. His horse legs are covered with deep wounds. There seem to be bite marks, but the animal died by human hands. Its throat has been neatly slit. Aww. The inscription on the stone is made with blood. The text says, "Running is no help." The grass betrays. Stay with me. Better die than become food for... Okay, that's a trigger. Don't worry, it's easy to kill. Don't worry. As long as it doesn't go for... Okay, he goes for the dog this time. Never mind, he's going for my character again.
Is all of this blood mine? Never thought I had that much. Hey!
Son of a bitch. All. Killed it. Taking all your stuff. Oh! Belt of physical flow. That sounds like one of the big, good, strong belts. Strength and dexterity. Guess we give it to him. He has like +2 on each. Constitution. Like he needs Constitution desperately. Does make him stronger by a big amount, so... What? What? Looks fine, looks fine. I swear there are more of them around. No, it's just one single weak thing, huh?
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Maybe it is. Or I saw a satchel here. Roy Taskwater Oyster.
Trail me.
Nice. Who are Babarians? They have no idea where they landed, apparently. Just fighting everyone and everything. Splitting up. Let's searching for something. We have had multiple, let's say, warnings or tips regarding people searching for an ancient artifact. Maybe that bracelet, is that one? Like the nymph is looking for one. The nymph told the Janusz to search for one. Okay. Wait, what? Excuse me? Enemies? Okay.
Time becomes distance.
They just ran, probably. Backed out. That's fine. There were a few more people that were supposed to search for an ancient artifact, and I guess it could have been her again. Or maybe more people search for it. It's something very valuable. Something I want. I'll see what the quest says. I feel like some parts of this need to be done after advancing the quest a little. I also want to see my kingdom so bad. Scouting out defenses. Defensives. Oh.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards!
Nice. Whoever died there? Nice. On the lower ground among the hills, some merry barbarian had set up camp. But obviously set up